Howdy folks, it's Dalter here, and welcome back to Beechcraft Flight Simulator 2020. We are in the Beechcraft Bonanza today, and I love that real world weather is having a rain, storm, fogged in and all that good stuff. The downside is this is supposed to be a sightseeing trip. We are in Ireland, and we are going to go from Cork to the Rock of Cashel, and then to the Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy Bridge, some POIs in the area, and go over a couple airports. And I can't see a thing like this, which is a bummer because it's very cool to have world weather looking like this. But we can't see anything, so we gotta clear this up, unfortunately. So there we go, nice and pretty. Confirm the parking brake is set. There it is. See that? Fuel and passengers. What can we do? How many passengers can we have? Okay, we have a few, so let's load this thing up. Let's get myself in there. Let's get my best friend from middle school, junior high in there, and let's get all of his kids in here. He has like 9 kids. I'm not joking, he really does. I don't know what they weigh. I don't even know what their ages are. Oh, there's only 2. Wait, baggage in the middle. Okay. And then his youngest 2, which aren't that young anymore. In fact, his eldest just graduated from college. And this friend of mine is younger than I am. So figure out the math on that, those of you who know how old I am. Alright, we should have plenty of fuel, I think. No, let's raise that up a little bit. Yeah, we're over. Let's go down till we're not over. Come on. Really? Okay, never mind. We're gonna keep fuel where it was. Alright, let's see here. Get my microphone in good position. My head, I want to rest my head back. Alright, let's see. What an awkward start to a video. Those of you who are new here, watch some other videos after this. This is not my normal flow. Alright, we're on the main, left and right main. Okay. I don't know why I have that in my notes. Well, you don't have to do anything with it. Battery, Beechcraft stuff, similar among the Beechcraft airplanes. Battery on all 4. And alt. Strobe on, mixture rich. Props forward, throttle full, auxiliary pump on, then off. You can hear it, and then turn it off. Make start. Is that all that is to this thing? And parking brake must not be on. We were rolling away. I said it. I swear I said it. Can the microphone get closer to me? There we go. Alright, throttle down to 1/4, throttle down to 1000 RPM. What are we at? 630, good enough. Avionics master, I saw that down here somewhere. Can you turn the AC on? It's a hot, hot day in the airplane and the kids are complaining. People also can't do anything. Sorry kids, dress for the appropriate event, I guess. I was telling my kids, it'll be 85 degrees, 90 degrees out. My kids will go out in long sleeves and sweatpants and complain that it's hot. I'm like, put on the right clothes. And then they wait for the bus in the morning, in the winter, in shorts and t-shirt and a jacket. And they complain that they're cold. I say that wrong, whatever. I'm like, dress for the weather, folks. Alright, so here you go. Avionics on, boost, fuel boost, confirm off. I assume that's what this is. You know, I said something else. Prop de-ice. There we go. Pitot heat. Set up my displays. Let's get this one running while we're waiting here. There we go. Alright, turn off this map. I can't stand it. Turn on the wind because it's fun to have, especially the right direction. I love it. Set this to GPS. Wait, what? Oh, no. Hang on. I did the wrong one. Oh, whoops. There we go. We actually don't have a plan of GPS. Well, I did this to get us somewhere, but that's actually not our final destination. So I think everything's fine. We'll do time in a little bit. Alrighty, let's go over here. Anything we need to do here? Nothing to do there. Except zoom this in so you can see where we're going. That's it. Alright, ATIS. Here we go. What are we doing? There is an ATIS for Cork, which is good. Let's see what it has to say.
Information, Whiskey 1400 Zulu. Line 275 at 8. Visibility 6. Sky condition 600 feet scattered, 4,300 feet scattered. Temperature 14. Dew point 13. Altimeter
29.2. Let's reset that. 34. Let's read down here.
VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft Beechcraft, read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have whiskey.
Whiskey. So this should be 34 there.
Cork Airport information whiskey
Alrighty. So
140
let's
Zulu.
go to ground. Why is it IFR again? My last flight did the same thing. Why does it keep saying IFR? It's not IFR. I did not set it up as IFR, but it's going to say IFR just like last time. I've done a lot of GPS flights like this that are VFR, the way they're supposed to be. But the last two, IFR. What happened? What is going on with my flight sim? Now we gotta wait for all this flight IFR stuff.
Turtle Sub Tango Sierra 4105 is cleared to Echo India Foxtrot Echo Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree 4 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.15 squawk 061 tree.
I know why. Probably because the weather requires IFR. Because remember, we set up real world weather, but then I tweaked it. And the sim is still going to think it's real world weather. That's something I've noticed. So that's probably what it is. It's just like, hey, it's fogged in, IFR only. And the previous flight was the same way. So that's probably why. That's the only thing I can think of. Once we take off, we can cancel IFR. We cannot cancel IFR right now because it'll say IFR only right now. But then you can tell it to ignore, I guess. Anyway, we did all that stuff. What do we need to do now? Now we taxi. Beacon light. Taxi light. Let's turn all this on. And flaps down 1 notch. Right up there. Boom. Okie dokie. We are ready to go. Let's request our taxi to runway 34 or whatever. And we'll get going here.
With whiskey ready to taxi IFR. Turtle Sub Tango Sierra 4105 taxi to and hold short of runway tree 4 using taxiway Bravo cross runway 07. Contact tower on 121.7 when ready.
So basically we make a U-turn and back taxi.
Taxiing hold short runway tree 4 via taxiway.
So here we go. Look at that wind blow that airplane. What does it say it is? 3 knots. What? It's acting like it's 100. Look at this. Let's go. Don't run over the dude. Duck. Can you jump? Like jump rope. Ready? Jump. You missed. Alright. Let's go this way. Then we'll back taxi. At least it looked like it had a back taxi. And then we'll take off. So anyway, the weather still looks okay. Just not as good as when it's real world weather. But I still like it. We're not going to go 9,000 feet. We're only going to go like maybe 4,000 or something. I just chose this plane because these POIs are kind of far apart. And this is a really fast GA aircraft. And I don't get to fly it very often. And this is person. Come on, Secret Service. Come on. Out of my way. Okay, that says 34, but the sign just said 35. Huh. Now in real life, of course, things change because the magnetic north changes and they have to change their runway numbers every 10 years or 15 years or 20 years or whatever. But I don't know why this sim has the wrong information in it. That's okay. And we're going to back taxi a little bit here. And then we will take off. See you in a moment. What is that taxiway? It looks like a little bike path. Oh, I guess there's something out there. Interesting. Alright, let's tune in tower and get our clearance. I guess we have to wait until we get to the end of the runway to get our clearance option. So essentially we're going to follow the purple line, and then when we get towards that other airport, the POI is within 1.5 miles or 2, so she'll just pop in, and then we'll go over the airport, head towards a different airport, and then there'll be a POI on the way. That's the plan. Okay, now are we going to get our option to take off here? What's going on? You have to be in the right spot for it to trigger. If we don't get it, we'll just take off, and then we'll get yelled at, and they'll cancel our services if we don't get clearance. There it is. Alright, having the right spot.
Cork Tower Turtle Sub Tango Sierra 4105 ready for IFR departure runway 34. Turtle Sub Tango Sierra 4105 cleared for takeoff runway 34.
Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared
We're
for
going to come
takeoff,
out here and
runway
actually
34
stop a
Turtle Soup
moment
Tango Sierra
before we
4105.
do take off. So here we go. I was following the yellow line. I probably didn't have to because we're not a big jet. Alright, here we go. Stop like this for a second. And set the parking brake. Alright, here we go. Enter runway nav lights on. We should have done this before we back taxied. That's okay. Look at that wind. Landing lights, taxi lights, nav lights, confirm flaps. Yes, there it is. Start timer. And there it is. And let's go. Like I said, we're just going to follow that purple line, and then when the POI marker pops in, we'll go to it. Parking brake off, and floor it. Here we go. Oh, that's loud. Nice and loud. Hopefully it's not bleeding to the microphone. And this wind is insane. What is the wind? 2 whole knots, but it's nuts. Look at this. Good grief. Come on, up, up, up. There we go. I love how the subwoofer rumbles and then it suddenly gets quiet when you leave the ground. Gear coming in, flaps are in. We'll fly runway heading for a minute and then we'll cancel IFR as soon as we're going here. And let's bring back props a little bit so we're not in the red. Let's look out the window. That's not a window. That's a window. Let's look out the window. There we go. So we're kind of doing several birds with one stone here. We are doing some rural... Oh, there it is. 5 miles, that's where we're going, I think, right? Yeah. No, is that a different? That's a different POI. Let's do that one too, since we're here. Speaking of that, let's say Smart Cam button. This one. Okay. Okay, we'll do that one as well. No, we're going to cancel IFR is what we're going to do. Acknowledge handoff, and then we're going to cancel.
132.15 Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105.
Okay. Please let me cancel my IFR.
Shannon Center Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 is climbing through 1,200 feet for 9,000 feet.
No, we're not going to 9,000 feet. Stop lying. Cancel. No, I'm not. Nope. 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 I have to acknowledge it first, though. Come on, I just want to look around. You know, and tell our viewers what the objective is today. And we're not going to be able to. Cancel IFR. Thank you. Alright, let's stop climbing. Okay, that was a lot of mumbling around. So there's a castle here apparently. So the plan is to see a couple POIs and, more importantly, check out rural Ireland. Those are my plans, and that's what we're going to do. But we have an extra POI here, so we're going to pop in and look at it. We already have the POI achievement, but we're still doing the smart cam thing, just in case they add to the achievement, and hopefully we'll get credit for some of these. So in 2.7, you hit the smart cam button, and you hold it for 3 seconds. But in our case, we're going to let go, give it some throttle here, because we're going to active pause, and then we're going to take out our drone. We're going to check this place out. See? Come on, drone. There we go. And I've never been to a castle before. Only the Lego castles I have built in the past. But this looks pretty awesome. Looks like there's only part of a castle left. I'm not sure anything about this. I should Google this. What is it? Blarney Castle. I will need to Google and learn about this place. But otherwise, it looks pretty cool. It's going to be fun to visit this. Is that more of it up there? No, that's just another building, maybe? You know, this reminds me of when people start a huge castle project in Minecraft, and this is as far as they get, right here. They don't get any they don't get any farther than that. Oh, look, they even have parking for people. Huh. Parking for people who want to visit, and a stained glass window. Now, can we go inside? Or is it a hard object? Whoops, let's use the right controls of our drone and see. Yeah, we can go inside. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Well, that's pretty nifty. Yeah, looks like it's either Was demolished or only started being built? I don't know. Oh, is this the visitor's office where you can go in and use the restroom and get tickets or something? I don't know. Alrighty, looking good. Let's head back to the plane though. Let's hop inside and let's do active pause and get going. Now let's head back towards our line to the other POI. But in the meantime, we're going to look around because this is supposed to be a rural sightseeing trip as well. I can't take the drone out unless I have the airplane stabilized, because when I go into drone mode, I lose control of aircraft. The controls of the drone instead. So we're just going to have to look at the scenery with the airplane in the middle of our screen, but that should be okay. Alright, can I fly like this? This is very difficult to do. But this rural Ireland is exactly what I was hoping to see today. I'm very happy about that. Let's see, where are we headed here? Somewhere gorgeous. Alright, so mid-flight update on our way to other POIs. We're like 8 minutes out still. Looks like we're going to have some terrain, but looking back on the rural part of Ireland is exactly what I was hoping to see today. And look at the cloud shadows on the ground. That's amazing. I had us up in the clouds because autopilot did not stop us at my pre-designated altitude. So I had to jump back in the airplane during sightseeing and lower us down and then manually choose an alt because I didn't like it. But we're going to fly over some mountains now, and then we should have 2 more things to look at. I just want to give you a quick update of what's going on and what the plan is, and I'll see you in a little bit. We are burning through fuel like crazy, and I have been managing my switch down below, even though it hasn't been recorded. I have been managing that. We're within a couple miles of our destination. I do not see the POI pop in. It should just be left of our airport. It's only about 1 mile or 2 miles away from the airport. So maybe we're further out than I think, but we should have that pop in any second. And then what we're going to do is head down here towards the coast to a 3rd airport, and then there'll be another POI there. So we're not actually going to land here. We're just using it to get us in the vicinity of the Rock of Cashel. It's been just gorgeous looking at this rural scenery. I know I've been saying that many times, but that was kind of the point of the flight, right? Is to fly rural Ireland, which we are. and then see some POIs along the way. So I am just gushing over the scenery. We're just below the cloud line. Oh, this is looking fabulous. So our airport is pretty much below us. Somewhere down there. I don't actually see it. It's supposed to be there. And there's no POI thing yet. And it's supposed to be like a mile away. So I'm really confused. First I'm confused where this airport is. Second of all, I'm confused about this POI. So let's hop inside. Let's kill autopilot. I was just using that so I could sightsee. And yeah, I don't see an airport. I mean, we're not landing, but I still don't see it, which is very strange. Okay, that's super weird. Anyway, let's head northwest and look for this POI. It might be a bust. We might not actually see it, even though I did some careful planning. And it's supposed to be a mile away. Obviously, my markers are turned on because we saw the other one. And I don't know what's going on. Not sure what's going on here, but we're going to see a nice wind turbine farm on the way, I guess. And just as we were going to do a sightseeing tour over the wind turbine farm, a rocket capsule popped in, and it's 6 nautical miles away, or it was when it popped in. Oh, look at those wind turbines, just gorgeous. Alrighty, where are we at on our fuel here? We have to come down and flip the switch again, not turn it off on accident, which I did when I was doing it the first time. Alright, looks like there's a city there and stuff. Again, I don't know what to expect. We're just going there because we can. People often ask me in real life, why did you drive to such and such place? Because I can. That's all. Just because I can. Same with Flight Simulator. Why did you fly this flight? Because I can. And that's what we're doing today. Alright, we're going to look at it here. Let's do our smart cam thing just in case. And that's been 3 seconds at least, so let's let go. Lots of throttle. Active pause, take out the drone, and come back. Okay, so I guess we're doing a UK castle tour, or Ireland castle tour. What's my speed up buttons? This is awesome. I need to visit some castles. My sister visited castles for her honeymoon. She did a UK tour with all the senior citizens. So it's all senior citizens, and then my newlywed sister, who I think, was she 20 when she got married? 20 or 21 when she got married? 2 guys she's known since she was like 14 or something. They just got married as soon as they could. This is very cool. We can go in here, walk around. Is it a flight simulator or a castle simulator? It doesn't matter, does it? So it looks like I can probably see this from street level down here, I would think, right? So if you're hanging out in town and you're sitting on your roof, because why wouldn't you sit on your roof? You can see this thing up on the hill. Castle on the hill. Hey, that makes sense. Aren't all castles on hills? Alright, enough rambling. I know. Let's hop inside. Now, where are we headed? Now, what I want to be able to do is in my GPS put our next destination, or our final destination, so I can find it. So let me see if I can figure this out, because I don't know how this one works. In X-Plane, I was able to do this stuff all the time quite easily. But in this one, the simulator, I haven't been able to figure this stuff out. So I want to add a leg. Can I do it like this? I don't know how I got to the screen, so this isn't a tutorial on how to add things, because I don't know how I got here. Where are we going? We're going towards Echo India, Echo Indigo, Echo India, whatever. Echo India, Lima, Oscar. Alright, there we go. Enter. Oh my gosh, this is actually gonna work. I think we go direct. It worked! Holy crap on a cracker. I can't believe that worked. Good, we're 17 minutes out, and so what's going to happen now is we're supposed to go over this bridge as a POI exactly on the way to the airport. So I have a feeling the bridge is probably right here. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, so let's undo active pause and turn around and get our flight director and everything set back up without crashing the airplane into the ground. And we're going to hand fly us to an altitude, hand fly us towards our trek, and then I will re-engage autopilot. So I will catch up with you when we are about to do that process. Alright, let's engage the autopilot in a second here. I turned a little more than I meant to. Alright, autopilot there, and let's keep climbing about, I don't know, to 3,000. And I'm going to have to do it manually. I'm not even going to bother. I said that before and it didn't capture last time, so we're just going to do it manually here. Hit Alt right at 3,000, and the airplane is going crazy to get us to our route, which is not going to work. So let's take autopilot off and try this again. Good grief, dude. What are you doing? Now we crossed over it. I have GPS set, everything set. Yeah, it should just be simple autopilot. I don't know why it didn't work. Let's stop climbing. What the heck happened here? Having a hard time regaining control of the aircraft. We're not going to crash, folks. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, kids. Just think of it as an amusement park ride. Okay, then we'll try autopilot again in a moment here. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Let's do nav, right? It says, oh, roll. Let's do nav. Autopilot. And alt now, it's a little higher than I want it to be, but we have to clear that train anyway. So, there we go. It's going to S-curve a little bit and hunt for the line, but that's fine. Altitude will hold at 3,300, give or take. We'll leave it that way just because of the train. And okay, here we go. How long is it going to take us to get there? 14 minutes or so. So a few more sightseeing shots of rural Ireland. Not many. We've already seen a bunch of rural Ireland, but maybe a shot or two. And then I'll see you at our last POI, and then we'll land this thing. Alright, I checked Google Maps, and the bridge should literally be exactly under us. Because I had checked, and there's this Y, and then this kink here, and then this leg here, and this is exactly on Google Maps where the bridge is. So we'll see what happens. There it is. Boom. Haha, look at that. See? Exactly under our flight path, exactly where it should be. Good. So that'll take care of that once we get to that one, and then we're just going to keep heading out to our destination. As soon as we cross the bridge, we'll get on the radio and land based on weather. Well, no, based on what they tell us. We have a super duper tailwind right now, so hopefully there's a runway in the 30s or high 20s. I know it says 5 knots, but anyway, what are we at? We're at 3,300 feet. We will we're gonna have to come down actually to be within our .27, so let's turn this off. Start coming down a little bit. And get out of the clouds. We'll check out this bridge. And there's a town right there, by the way, called New Ross, I think it said. A little tiny town. New Ross. Anyway, we're going to check this bridge out and then head to our destination and complete our rural Ireland castle. Rural Castle Ireland, Rural Ireland Castle 2 or something like that. Alright, let's get down there so we can get within 0.27 in case we get a new POI achievement pop up someday. Hopefully this stuff will count if it does. I know gear's up. We have our gear up dinging at us. I know that. I'm not worried about it. Alright, getting closer. Not sure what's so interesting about this bridge. Maybe it looks cool from the side. I don't know. Are we going to get within 0.27 this high up? Yeah, we will. There is... Boom. 1 second. Why does it go that way? 2, 3. It saved it. See the save icon? So it counted it towards the POI thing. And active pause. Come out here and have a peek. Where are ya? Oh, there we go. Oh, it does look like something from here. How do I speed this up? That's awesome. I bet in real life that is a really high bridge. And quite the sight in person, I'm sure. Let's get to it super fast here. I don't know why my controls are not speeding up the drone, but whatever. And let's just have a peek. Someone did a lot of work. Is there a flag on top? TTT was here. Oh, that's my plane. I'm like, hey, there's somebody up there in the sky. That's me. That's us. Bikepaths in the middle? Probably not. Maybe there's walkways in the middle. Doesn't look like it. I don't know if you don't want to walk across this whole thing anyway, but very cool. Glad we could check that out. Let's hop back to our airplane now and head to our destination. Undo active pause and see where it leaves us because the engines and everything keep doing things. Let's get around this hill. And let's call ILO. Let's call ILO and see what it has to say. Airport list is number 4. ILO is number 2. Tune in traffic. And let's select a runway. And based on the weather, which could change by the time we get there. Got my way. By the time we get there, it could change. So let's do opposite. Let's do 36. There we go. And do full stop landing. And announce position. And try to gain control of our aircraft. 11 miles, okay. 36, so let's do our heading bug. Keep it kinda towards 36. No, we're gonna have a... Now it's gonna be a tailwind if we land on 36. Well, depends. I mean, could be a tailwind or just perfect crosswind. We should probably use the other runway. Let's select the other runway just because. Runway 18 is still going to be terrible. Announce position. Let's head back down here. Runway 18. Would be 180. Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be awful. Alrighty, let's zoom in here because we're going to want to see where we're going. Because I don't see the airport yet. Unless that's it right there, which I don't think it is. Alright, I still don't see the airport. But we put gear down anyway. Was that a beacon? No. I still don't see the airport, even though it should be right in front of us. Let's start slowing down so when we do see it, we can just scoot onto the runway. I have the heading bug set for runway direction. Oh, that might be it right there. Is that it right there? That could be it. First set of flaps are down just in case. What do we need for approach? Weather, got it. Landing lights should be on. Pitot heat and flaps down. The main thing we need to do though, switch this fuel tank. Not to off. Switch it that way. Whoa. Yeah, that might be it right there. Or did this sit here? I can't tell. Hang on. Alright, let's active pause. Like this and look for this airport. Okay, there's an... Okay. It's a... Do you see what I see? This is the airport. How do we know? There's an airplane in the satellite imagery on the runway. Okay, I didn't realize it was turf, obviously. So let's hop inside. Why does it say save to this PC on my screen? If we go down here and zoom out, is it a turf icon? It never gave us the icon, so I wasn't able to tell. See, that would be like turf, see? Okay, well, we know where we are now. We know what we need to do. We need to turn around and land. Why does it say save to this PC on my screen? Thank you. Alright, let's undo active pause. Let's go for a crosswind leg, I guess. Number 4. And, just keep that heading bug exactly where we need it to be so we know where we are. That is hilarious. Still have gear down. We're going to keep gear down for the go around. That's fine. Super funny. Better watch our altitude though. Now we're going to go to a downwind leg. Watch altitude, watch the speed. Speed is fine. We're flying dirty, which means we still have flaps and gear now. We didn't bring them in to do a go around, but that's okay. Let's turn. How are we going to spot this thing, man? I already lost it. I already lost it. I think it was over here somewhere. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. We're gonna have to active pause again to find it, because I don't know where it went. Why did they pick such a difficult one? That's fine. We're gonna have a horrible crosswind. See, now it's gonna be like a tailwind on that runway, see? Whatever. Whoa, watch where you're going. Let's do a base leg. No active pause until we find it. Well, according to the GPS, we need to turn around pretty sharply here. Let's slow down, full flap, gear down. We're gonna go nice and slowly, but we gotta maintain altitude until we spot it. Right now we're kind of on a final at the same time. And we're gonna have to spot it and then just drop right on it. I think that's it right there, those 3 pixels. Or is it this over here? I don't know. There it is. I think that's it. Maybe by that building. Not according to the GPS, but that's where we're going to land. We're going to land by that building. I don't think that's it. I don't think so. I think that's someone's farm road. Excuse me. Yeah, that's not our runway. No way is that our runway. But we're going to land there anyway, because that's what we do on the Tall Turtle channel, is we do stuff like this. Why are we stalling so fast? Whoa, I want to stall, but not yet. I want to stall right about now. There we go. There we go. We're gonna. Oh, that's gonna be hard on those brakes. Flaps in, because this is a bumpy field. We landed on some poor farmer's field. That's what happened. Flaps were in a long time. I put flaps in as we were touching down to not bounce around too much. Now it's clear runway because we're not on the runway. Oh my gosh, so where were we here? Where were we supposed to be? It's supposed to be off the nose a little bit. I don't... Oh, there it is, way over here. See, there's that airplane on the runway. Well, stuff like this happens in real life, folks, and we're just joining the party. So let's shut this thing down. We could take off quickly and scoot over there and land, but we have some people who want to ask them some questions now. It did not take an hour. I had to go do some texting to my sister outlaw for like 20 minutes. So take away 20 minutes from that. That's how long it really was. Alrighty, let's see here. And all the lights off. Not even going to use taxi lights. All the lights off. All the de-icing off. That can come off. Cut off the props. Click through our stop screen and turn all this stuff off. Whoops, I did not turn that off though. I don't have that on my checklist. I need to add this, the magnetos, to off on my checklist. Probably after mixture cut off. Alrighty, anyway, let's hop outside. So that was a bit of fun, I think. In a nice calm way. Anyway, we got to see rural Ireland, which is what I've been wanting to do ever since the UK Ireland update. So that's how long this has been on my to-do list. We finally got to it. It is just insanely gorgeous. I could just look at this all day and fly around this part of the world all day. It is better than my expectations were. I'm so happy with it. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So we got to do that. Saw a few POIs along the way, but that wasn't the main purpose. Anyway, a long flight today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I'll catch you next time.